There are advanced beings working with us now more than ever. Perhaps you've been chosen, perhaps you're next. In this video, you'll learn how to make contact with alien beings using a technique you've never seen before. I know, because I've never seen it before until my extraterrestrial guides showed me very recently. And it's so simple, so powerful. There's probably variations out there. I'm sure they're sharing the same technique with different people. But it's brand new to me. It absolutely will work, and we're going to explain how to do this right now. So firstly, as humanity advances and we are approaching our collective awakening, we're attracting the attention of more star beings that are assisting us in our evolution. They're not here to interfere with our development, just to assist us, just to guide us into humanity's collective awakening, which we are in that phase now. And as a result, there's been more extraterrestrial and interdimensional beings available to us. Perhaps you're a starseed or an advanced being yourself, or a light worker or a way shower. If you've been seeing more, like, say, in your mind, like more like ETs, or if you've been more drawn to the stars, or things have just been coming up on your social media about extraterrestrials, or you've been seeing more apparitions, or things like orbs on the photos or stuff like that. It could be Spirit's way of getting your attention, that it's your time to open up, to awaken, and to invite your extraterrestrial guides in order to assist you in your life, in your spiritual evolution, and in your progress, basically. So I believe we're being prepared for mass contacts, and more people are going to be getting contacts as a result. There's going to be more sightings. That's already happening. I think as the summer and the autumn wears on, that's going to increase exponentially, and more people are receiving communication. So let's dive into the technique and how to do it. The first order of business is always develop a meditation practice, develop the ability to be present, so practice that. The more that you're able to do that, the more you're able to open up, because when you're present, then you're not in your thinking mind or your personal mind, and you're expanding it into spiritual mind. And that's where the contact is made, through your higher mind and higher senses. So meditation, like all other spiritual practices, all other forms of spiritual communication, that's extremely important. Practice presence. Every time you think about it, just stop your thinking and just be aware of the now, and continue along the way. The more fluid and elastic you can make your mind, your body, and your energetic field, the easier time they're going to have accessing you and communicating with you. So do your spiritual practices, starting with meditation and presence, and work with the heart. Ground also. So do grounding exercises. These are all prerequisites. So do grounding, meditations, grounding work, things of that nature. You know, earthing. I have bare feet. It's about 90 degrees out where I'm living right now. Meditation, where you plant your roots into the earth, where you just feel very, very grounded. And then every day for a few minutes, ideally 10 minutes at a time, 3 times a day, just sit and feel grateful, compassionate, and just feel your heart chakra opening and your heart and brain blending. That's called heart-brain coherence. For when you are able to do that and get present and expand the frequencies of the heart, it activates your brain and intuition, and makes it easier for you to perceive the star beings that are working with you at this time. So as you're doing this, I recommend doing this daily. It's very, very simple. And journal your results. And the idea is you want to set your intentions, because they're very powerful with the spirit world. So set your intentions that you're going to make contact. And there's a couple different ways of doing this, but the basic technique is you get very relaxed, very present, open your heart, and just feel your shoulders relax, your cheeks and chin relaxing, your forehead and temples relaxing, and that's going to allow your whole body to relax. You can call your guides. You can call, if you feel that you would like to call an Archangel Michael or some protective guides. do that, but as long as your heart is open and you're connected to spirit, you're always safe and protected. And these are benevolent beings. So you raise your vibration, you call on the positive ones, and by having a higher vibration, you'll be shielded by any negative energies. So once you're very relaxed, the next thing you want to do is just imagine that you are a star being. Are you Arcturian, Pleiadian? What do you look like? So you want to get very relaxed and just imagine and feel like that you are an alien being. Maybe you can fly, maybe you have special gifts, but just feel like, what do you look like? What do you feel like? How is your breathing different? Look at your hands. Are your hands different? Look at your feet. And just feel for a moment that you are an extraterrestrial, basically. I think we're all starseeds, so we all have extraterrestrial DNA in us anyways. So like attracts like, so the more that you can feel like that, the more attractive you are to your extraterrestrial guides in working with you. So really just feel that for a moment, and just what are you doing, as an extraterrestrial, how are you living your life, and stay present while you're doing this. So gentle thoughts, stay present. And then when you're in this state, call on your extraterrestrial guides and see them, feel them. Maybe they're coming close to you with your heart open. What does it feel like when you start to make contact? What does it look like? What does it smell like? What does it taste like? And just feel that and get an idea what either they look like or what they sound like or what they feel like. And that's the whole exercise. So after that, get messages. You can ask questions or just ask for messages and trust what you get. So you can either get images in your mind, you may hear things, it may be in your own mental voice, you may get memories, you may want to write things down, you may start to go into channeling mode where words or phrases just come out of you. In that case, have something to record on. And that's it. And the idea is to keep doing this and keep practicing this. And the more you do it, the more it's going to work for you. So again, you get very, very relaxed, and basically virtually in your mind you are an extraterrestrial, and therefore you're attracting your own kind to you and having a conversation, and that's it. So do that every day, and over time you're going to start to recognize them, and you're going to start to get some really profound messages, and you may start to understand what your starseed type is, or what extraterrestrial, interdimensional, or ascended masters are working with you. Now, a variation on this is you can have a crystal in front of you and step into the crystal and do the same thing, or have a flame and step into the flame, and when you step into the flame, do the same exercise. But the final variation is do this outside. So you want to call them in, maybe in your mind imagine that they're all around, even if you don't see the ships. Call them in at that point, then do the process, feel like you're an extraterrestrial. You can gaze at the stars, maybe have a camera in case you start to catch some crafts by doing this, but it's all intention. They want to work with you if you are ready, and this video probably found you because you are ready. So I'm going to share some more techniques that you can use to connect with your extraterrestrial and interdimensional and ascended masters right over here. Practice this, let me know how you do in the comments, and if you're enjoying this video, like, comment, and share. And if you want to see more of this content come up on your home feed from my channel, subscribe to the channel. Thank you.